Statham rather tops his clearance. The ball in, chance for much to turn. What a fine effort there. And Smiley's got the ball with a man with him. And the goalkeeper completely took his eye off that and made an utter nonsense of it. In terms of there was no Brentford player putting in an immediate challenge. Downing. Ball's out of play. Ball out of play. Look lively. Statham thought about a first-time shot. But away from. Oh. Good ball from Ratcliffe to Bennett. Onto his left foot. And somehow the ball didn't go in. That's handball. And the ball's gone in. It's Dennison. Much. Oh, Millen scuffed his clearance up in the air. Evans had to win that. And Rostron really waiting for the ball, so they're going to meet it. And it's in from Paul. Houghton looking for Blissett. And that could be a penalty. It is. And the keeper saved it.
Walsh, powerful head forward, and there's no offside. A little bit of a misunderstanding at the back. And just wide. G beaten by Thompson, probably the smallest man on the pitch, and that's a beautiful ball through for Much. Walsh in trouble. There's a foot up there. Bull apologising to the prostrate Walsh. It's a yellow card. First booking of the evening. Thompson with a little bit of space. And that might come through the ball. He does well. The first opportunity he's had. The ball shot in by Andy Thompson. The flick on caused all sorts of problems, and it came a little fast into the chest of Steve Ball. Much does very well to get that ball away and to run into the space. If he saw a deliberate striking of his opponent by Steve Walsh, it would have to be a red card. And it is! Try one. Decides to find Much. He finds the back of the net. Well, it's quite simple, really. Just pass the ball to the man who's unmarked. Well, Birch found himself in space. Could have tried the shot himself. Looked up, saw Andy Much completely unmarked, slotted it through to him, and Much fired it past Carl Muggleton. Ashley, oh, that's a direct result of the pass back rule and the penalty awarded. Now, Stowell's already saved one penalty, he saved the second. That's a 100% record from Mike Stowell, quite incredible. Davison curls it back in this time. It's Ormondroyd, I think. I don't think that it was Colin Hill who came in late who was offside, but it's long for Dennison on the near side. And ball appeal for the referee. Waste play on him. No, he's given the penalty now. And this time, the goal in front of that North Bank stand. Birch applauds. Wolves go 3-0 ahead. Thompson. Return towards Bull, and he fights his way away from one challenge from Hazard and a second one. Almost finding the space for his own shot. Looked like handball. Heels from Bull and the crowd on the far side. Tapped away by Moncur. And it looks as if John Moncur will be the first to go into referee Hackett's notebook this afternoon. Caught in possession. possession. Could be problems here for Wolves, and there are. Maskell stealing the ball from Wesley. Dwelt on it too long. Cook into the front post, could be problems, and Digby has to push it over. Ashley goes past Hazard, and that's a good cross in, and it's there, Much! Back post, superb work by Kevin Ashley down this right-hand touchline. Beautiful run, got past Mickey Hazard, and floated in a perfect cross. Shane Wesley went up for the header. It wasn't to be for him, but it came in perfectly for Andy Much. Oh, it seems to have brightened up in the sky, but we've still got the rain, and Wesley there making another mistake. Appeals for handball. The referee is now given it. Bowden floated in towards that front post, and that's a tremendous header. Oh, it was Sean Taylor who got it up there and directed the header down past Mike Stowell. Cook gets away from two challenges, fires the shot, but it could fall for Downing, and he does! Downing! Well, Keith Downing hasn't had the happiest of afternoons, but he's happy now. A somewhat fortunate goal, it has to be said. Cook tried the shot first time, and it ballooned up. Keith Downing had carried on his run, and all credit to Keith Downing. He calmly slotted it under Fraser Digby, and yet another equaliser for Wolves just before the end of the half. Ball in. Could be problems here. Off the post. Appeals for handball. Waved away by the referee, a corner. Was he brought down? No, says the referee. It's a good flick on by Bull. Ashley cuts inside and tries the shot. Jilton. Well, that's a bad pass. Bull picking it up. He's got Much inside. Much tries the shot but can't get it in.
And Edwards gets the cross in. Taggart gets it away, but only to Birch. His shot comes to getting a cross in. And a free header, good save! Taggart's cross is a good one. And Pearson hits the crossbar with a tremendous effort. And Bullymore fires up. Downing turns inside one, plays it forward, and Bull brings in Birch. And Birch gets in the shot. And a superb goal! A superb goal by Paul Birch.
Downing. Cook picking up the pieces. Bull's in the middle, plays before it could drop for him. It does. And it's in the back of the net. Well, the Peterborough defence hasn't looked particularly secure from the start. And once Paul Cook had floated that cross in and picked out Steve Bull, he looked odds on. It's towards Adcock, a flick on. Charlery picking it up. Blades just getting a toe in, but Halsall in there, fires in, and puts Peterborough back on level terms. Well, 31 minutes gone. Burke. He's got Bull and Much waiting for it in the middle. Much could get the flick on, he has. Bull, inches wide in that left. Blow for time there. Blades up on the front post. Madden there. It's in the top corner. And the goal is given. Mark Burke, the goal scorer. Holding his ear. Took a little bit of a knock, I think. Bull for Cook. Lovely first time pass into the path of Andy Much. Just the keeper to beat. It has 3-1. That chance created by an absolutely glorious first time pass from Paul Cook. Now Edwards and Birch congratulate him. Run man! A beautiful ball through from Laurie Madden first for Bull. Cook getting wide on the left. A peach of a cross to the back post. And again, all Andy Much had to do was put it in the back of the net. Cook whips cross in Burke. Oh, tremendous save. see why he was their top scorer last season. Floated in. Westley, the powerful header away. Birch. Oh, Cook. What was he thinking of there? Ebden back in for Adcock. Thompson. Sterling. It's in. 4-3. Well, poor defending from Wolves there. Cook had the opportunity to get the ball upfield. He played it back inside, and that created the opportunity for Peterborough.
That's a terrific ball. And Whitlow's got there. Davison! And swings it in dangerously towards Much. My word, that was a spectacular effort. Birch turns it on. That's a good ball. Bull. He only needs one chance, this guy. Ormonroyd finding Davison. G is with him. Good effort. Oh, what a tremendous effort that was. Well, it's been a good game. It needs a goal. Birch will try and provide it here. And almost did.
The ball's trying to get away from Vickers. And the outstretched legs of Nixon was enough to thwart. Inside to Brannan, whose way is opened up for him. Chance for a shot at goal for Jeb Brannan. Leaves it for Aldridge. Rankin. Oh, and Higgins has lost his man. And ball's away. And the referee's given a penalty. The Wolves take the lead. On the ground to Nevin. Oh, penalty. 1-1.
To take the lead here. Superb free kick. A chance here. Cherry's in. Cherry's got the ball. Similar free kick as a good one. Well flighted. The shot's there. It's in. Gary Lund is second of the night. And Gary Lund's in the middle. If he gets the cross in, so too is Slawson. The deeper ball in. And there's a... Oh, it's tipped over. This is Paul Birch. Good shot from Birch. Great save by Cherry. Manfield got up there. Oh, cleared off the line. It was Mountfield's header. The danger not cleared yet as Madden goes in, and a penalty's being given. Oh, great save by Cherry. The follow-up's there. The ball's not cleared. I think the keeper's got it. And that's out of play. No, it's kept in by Birch, is it? Penalty given. And Cook scores. That was a good header on, and Bull has got himself in behind the last defender here. And that was a good effort, and again it took a wicked deflection for Wolves, as Ashley plays a good-looking ball in, and that's a fine goal! Well, I was saying he's shown up well, and he proved it. Darren Roberts on the score sheet for the first time in his Football League career. 13 minutes gone, it's 1-0 to Wolves. Good clearance from Gosney. Donowa's header. Ashley gets it straight back upfield, and they've got two against one defender here. And it's Bull. Good goalkeeping, and it's the young man again, but the whistle has gone. First time clearance by Birch. Bull chasing as ever. Rogers has plenty of time, but does he? Well, oh, he's in trouble here, and he's scored again!
Here we see it again. Watch Bully there. He's threatening as if he's going to cut the ball off to the back. Now, Darren Rogers thinks he's okay there. Turns back in, but by then, Bully's pounced. It's Darren Roberts, the Wolves striker, got there first for the first goal.
And here he is getting in there again, and it's a goal by Downing. It's 3. And they are leading Birmingham City at St Andrews, where Birmingham have won every game so far this season in the league by 3-0.
Must be a lovely thing if you're in midfield, that just to be able to...
Ashley with a good ball, and it's another goal! He's done it! It's the hat-trick!
Well, this is unreal, but it's pretty well. They've done this once or twice. The ball in from the right side, ball into the box. He's run across, he's got above the defenders.
Comes in. It's not a good clearance. No, can't get it away. When it falls for Colin Taylor. Well, Peterborough failed to get the ball clear on several occasions there. And eventually it came to Colin Taylor and he swung a boot at it. Birch chips it in. Ball's there. Oh, superb finish. Well, that's a great finish by Steve Ball on the volley. 2-0.
The ball forward for Rankin. Potts across to cover. And the cross testing for McCloskey. A real horror for the goalkeeper, that backpedaling all the way. Yes, Wolves certainly haven't settled yet. Graham Turner won't be too happy with this display so far. Turner looking to see Bull getting in here, though, as always. Good pressure from Downing, really good pressure by the Wolves man. But Butler was strong, and Downing wins it back brilliantly from Dix. That's great play by Downing. Now Birch in towards Roberts. Birch almost has Julian Dix in trouble, and might still have him in trouble. Now then, there's going to be an incident here. I could see it coming. I could see it coming. And the referee reaches into the top pocket. It's yellow for Dix, yellow for Bull. Here's Blades. Chipping it in towards Much. Bit of genius from him, perhaps. Yes! Oh, how did that one not cross the line? And mistakes being made by both sides now as Julian Dix brings down Steve Bull. And it's the red card. It's the red card for the West Ham captain, Julian Dix. Cook's free kick. If that had gone in, West Ham would have gone potty.
Just coming up to the half-an-hour mark. Still Wolves 0, Notts County 0, and of course 3-2 to County on aggregate. But now Much with the opportunity. Chips it over and in. Much the flick on, Bull chesting it down for himself. Cherry's lost it, but tried to get it through for Edwards, but it's come to Downing instead. Birch to Rankin. Can he work an opening? He has done. It's across the goal and the back post. O'Riordan's there. Well, he came in unmarked at the back post on O'Riordan and had all the time in the world to...
Good hit by Much. Excellent finish. The cross came in from the right. Much better placed. 1-0. It's a good cross. Headed away to the corner. In fact, it's a penalty. And Benjamin steps up. 1-1. He's got space to try it. Oh, what a stupendous effort!
Edwards with space and time for the cross and picks out Bull. Could be dangerous. Neil. Clark chests it down and Downing got a foot in there. Oh, and it's gone in. Ashley's put it in his own net. Whittingham celebrating, but it was Ashley who put it past McStowell. Warren Neal is playing on with only one boot on. The referee won't like that if he sees it. Birch is in space and onside. Oh, and cleared off the line. Blades bursting forward from the back. Did well and now falls for Birch. Chips it in. Oh, and it's in there. Alan Knight got up, palmed it, couldn't get anything on it to get it away. And it drops into the net and nestles in the back. And Paul Birch receives the congratulations.
Malcolm Allen's passed it then, well read though by Downing, and a good ball for Bull, and Bull's turned his man. Barber. That's a dangerous cross. Malcolm Allen's header. Morley! Great save by Stowell. And he sets up Cook. The shot by Cook was fiercely struck, but not straight enough. Ray. He's got round Birch. And delivers an accurate cross to goal. Cooper, the captain.
You know, poor Birch here, I've just mentioned him. He's not getting tight enough to his opponents. It's not working at the moment for Wolves up front.
Oh, it could work for Bull now. May has room for the cross now for Millwall. And delivers it towards Morley. Yes! Can't see any way Wolves can get back from this.
Yes, Ashley, the right back, has lost him. He didn't get off the ground high enough. And it's a great header by Morley.
Pembridge looning out to Downing, who wins it again. That's a beautiful ball through by Cook for Bull. And a tremendous challenge by Mountfield. That's a lovely run through again by Edwards. First time cross in and almost put into his own net. Pembridge, neat interplay. Gabbiadini trying to find Kitson. And he slots it home. Well, first opportunity Derby have really had in front of goal. Well worked. Bull into the path of Much. Oh, good save by Sutton. Flick on at the front post, shorts there. 2-0. It's a good ball by Much, and Bull surely must score. That's a great save, but it's not clear yet. Bull again. Oh, and how unlucky. It's still not clear. Birch chips it in. Good save eventually. Davenport with the cross. Hours gets up, and there's Cunnington. 1-0 to Sunderland. Well, it was a good cross in by Davenport, and Gary Hours got highest, and Sean Cunnington was there to put Sunderland ahead. It's a tremendous ball. Well taken by Steve Bull. It comes to Rankin. Cook steps over it. Birch. Header by Mountfield. Much couldn't get over it. Flick on by Much. Bull. Oh. Ball into space. Oh, it's fallen for Goodman. Surely, yes. 2-0. Well, the keeper had to come out, and Goodman with the easiest of tasks. Saunders scored the winning goal last week against Millwall. Saunders. Taylor now with a chance as Mountfield slips. That's a great tackle back by Kevin Ashley.
That's a corner if it goes.
Well kept in by Much. Got there, and that's a great cross in. And it's through the legs of Parkin. A great relief. Robbie Dennison on the back post. A great cross from Much. Superb ball down the line into space by Kevin Ashley. Moore. Waddock. Neat ball through, unmarked. Justin Channing fires it in. Rover. Well, that's where it's headed. Gets the flick on. Saunders there. Oh, and it's underneath Jones and in the back of the net. Rovers have equalised. Saunders, the man who did the damage against Millwall last week, late on at home, gets the equaliser here. Mountfield screaming for this one and wins it. But Tilson doing likewise, but Much now free on the left as Dennison lays it through for Bull. And it's in the back of the net. And what relief for Steve Bull. He celebrates his first goal in 8 games. The drought has ended. Quickly taken short to Channing. Oh, and Saunders trying to meet it on the volley, but good defending there by Paul Blades. Burke, Wall's most advanced man. A little in support at the moment, though. And tries to fire it his way through on his own. He's got 4 defenders around him, and he keeps going. Oh, almost a fantastic goal, but Much fires the shot in against Moore, and Burke's there! Gets the header of it! And it was a good shot by Andy Much, but Noah Burke really celebrating on that far side, and on his own.
Can we get there, Andy, for us? Can we get there, Andy, for us?
Tilson. Canning. Tilson again, but no evidence of the fact that Rovers will now have to come out of defence is the fact that Andy Tilson up there with the Rovers attack. And it's Tilson's header, a remarkable save again by Jones. Tremendous work by the Wolves standing keeper. Much as Tilson falls now, Bull. Moore racing across, Yates trying to get back to cover. Bull on his own, fires a shot in and oh, Mark Burke doing the supporting role, picks up the pieces and celebrates his return to the side with a second goal. Alexander.
Fill the gap, Robbie, fill the gap, Robbie.
Alexander getting it back first time, gets the cross across towards Taylor. Channing there, and Jones picking it up easily.
Get out!
On loan from Queen's Park Rangers, helped out by Rovers' former boss, Terry Francis. Burke, a good ball in now for Bull, and he fires Wolves 5 on ahead. Superb ball across from Mark Burke, but he's really come into it this second half, Mark Burke. Tremendous cross, and the first time volley from Steve Bull. Well, who said he was lacking in confidence?
Cook takes it early. Birch steps over it. Ashley comes in, takes a deflection. Oh, and the header just wide. Burke. Chipped in, Bull flicks on. Bouncing around. Dennison. Yes! Well, Steve Cherry claiming that there was a foot up from Dennison, but it was a good finish. Birch. Late challenge. Play waved on, Paul. Birch still picking himself up. Burke plays the ball in for Bull. Oh, that's a tremendous finish. Wolves take the lead 2-0. Bull slipping it under the keeper. And clearance towards Bull. And he's away. Oh, and surely pulled back there. Cross in. O'Riordan with the header back. Bartlett. And that's 2-1. John O'Riordan at the back post, getting the header back in there, and Bartlett just squeezing it under the keeper. Flick on, Bartlett's there again. Oh, that's level. Well, it was Bartlett, the man who scored the first for County, who gets the equaliser.
Lieber gives it away to Edwards, then Dennison takes over. He took a risk, he took a terrible risk, and he is almost made to pay for it. Cook finding Roberts. On it goes to Bull. It's got to be a goal, surely. It isn't. Clearly a player anxious to rediscover his goal-scoring form. He seems to have done that in recent matches, so it's all the more surprising that he didn't put this one away. That's good work. And a dangerous cross, and Burke arrives and scores! Beautiful delivery by Dennison, and Burke timed his run in to perfection. Wolves in front, looking for their first win in a live game on Central this season. Here's Burke. Swings it in, and there's a good effort by Dennison. Wolves have got it back. Oh, Roberts has done well. He really forced Webster into the tackle and wins the ball off him. Well done, Darren Roberts. And into the path of Dennison it goes. And that's a corner. Pulls it back to Mountfield, still forward. Chips it in towards Roberts. Oh, great save. Minto. Clever. And a good-looking ball, and it's a goal. Bumstead, the equaliser.
There's a little dink in, Minto on the ball now, crosses it, and there he is. He's got a free header, look at the space he's got. From where Graham trying to be going in, saying, well played, lads, you've got to go in and give a rollick in there.
Ashley swings the ball in dangerously. It's a fine header this time. Roberts has found the net, but the linesman's flag has cancelled it out.
Yes, he's offside. No doubt, linesman, you're quite right.
Swung in towards Roberts again, who wins it well. The ball drops to Birch. He hit that beautifully. Back it goes to Mountfield. In along the ground, and that's a lovely little flick to Birch. And Roberts. Yes!
Good ball from Derek Mountfield. Lovely little through ball. There's a cross. And there she is, getting that net.
Gary Croft quickly closed down by Darren Roberts. That's a good ball by Burke for Bull. Wilmot having to hurry across to... Wilmot. Gilbert. Got Croft outside him. Finds Mendonca. Played up for Rees. Watson fires it. Oh, the temperature just going up a couple of degrees now inside Molineux. Birch back to Cook. And it's there! Oh, I think it went straight in from Paul Cook. Derek Mountfield came in on the front post and it confused Wilmot as he ran across him. But I think that goal will probably go down to Paul Cook. Hit longer. That's a good header and a good save by Jones. Oh, the clearance comes straight to Dobbin Blades with the header away. Groves, I think it was Groves who had the first header, but a good save. Blades finding Cook again. Burke's made a good run through. Oh, and it fell over the top of Butcher, rather Futcher. The flick on by Mountfield and headed off the line, but it's in there now, and it's Mark Burke again. Well, he's having a good run at the moment, Mark Burke. Mountfield in quickly. Burke now. Oh, falls a Bull. Lever on the back post coming in. Gets the header in, and it's there. Well, he looked for that cross. It came, it was perfectly met by him, and he headed it above the top of Kevin Ashley. It's a good ball through. There could be problems here for Wolves. Ashley just getting a challenge in, and Blades getting it away. Cross comes in. Could fall for White. Oh, and just saved by Mountfield. Corner. And White's up there, and he hit the far corner. Well, unlucky for Wolves. Kevin Ashley, if he'd been a few inches taller, might have stopped that on the line. Free kick. 10 yards outside the box. Could be the favourite to hit it. Curls it round the wall, but no problem. Birch. Roberts offside. Edwards. For Ashley. Floats in a good cross appeals for offside. Way play on Bull. They're level. Bull gets his 9th of the season. There's a good cross in by Kevin Ashley. Appeals for offside from the defence. But Steve Ball was there and made no mistake. Mountfield heading it back in. Bull couldn't get any purchase on the ball and cleared off the... Well, in fact, it's hit the foot of the post, but falls to Paul Blades, and Blades demonstrating the finishing of a forward there, putting it in the bottom of the right-hand corner of the net. Neat work by James, got away from 2 Wolves players and supplying a good cross to Hughes. Gray could fall to Gray again. Oh, and it's in through the legs of Paul Jones. Well, it was good work by Gray, good approach work by James down the right-hand side in the first place. A fortunate bounce maybe, but Luton back on level terms. Neat flick by Burke. Roberts back to Burke, fires it straight at Alec Chamberlain. And there you can hear the reason why they like to attack that goal in the second half. Cook flicked on by Blades. That's a good cross, and Johnson had to climb. Oh, and into the side netting. Burke. Birch. Just caught by Rees now. Gray. Mishit it, but the goal's wide open. And it rolls in. Jones had come. A mix-up at the back. And it fell back to Phil Gray, who slotted it into an open net.
Touch of a master, just chipping the ball over to put Tranmere 1-0 ahead. Cook, that's a tremendous shot. Tries the shot, Nixon behind it. Inside. Oh, it's a good effort straight against the crossbar and headed off the line. It's not away yet. Chappell's lunging in, but Aldridge is there. And that's 2-0. Well, the ball pulled back. A couple of reckless challenges on the edge of the area, and the ball pulled back to Aldridge. And 2-0. It's an Aldridge again, and that's 3. A hat-trick for Aldridge. On the back post, a good header back in. Cernicek with the long clearance. And it could fall for Kelly. It has. Good effort. High ball, Wolves underneath it. Scott. Now this is Scott now. Challenging Rankin, gets the header in, but it falls to Paul Cook. But he slipped. Cook. Brilliant finish! What an incredible angle! Superb ball there from Paul Cook. Great finishing from a tight angle. A bit of good fortune for Wolves as Scott slipped. But Cook, what a tremendous finish. And as far as Berg, that's a good effort. Good shot, good save as well.
Burke. Cook, lovely drag back. Fires it. Rossignol, good vision, brings Scott into it. And a shot. Cook. Now that's a brilliant ball by Cook. Bull. Blades. Burke. The slightest of flick-ons. Now Wolves have 5 forward. Rankin floats the cross in. Edwards is coming in on the back post. Oh, and taken away from Bull by the toe of Mark Burke. But Rankin now brought down right on the edge of the box. It's very difficult to say under the floodlights, but I would say from the reaction of the crowd that that must have been a red card. The referee having no choice, but Downing. Cook. Back for Burke. Fires it through, and it was a difficult one for Keith Welch.
Corner comes in, Rankin mishits the attempted shot. Downing. Oh! Cook.
Floating it in, Much is there, good header back. Oh, and it's an own goal from Dean Holdsworth. Oh, a shame for the defender, who just couldn't get out of the way. He headed it back, and the goalkeeper out of position. Ball through. Oh, and the keeper just scrambled it away. Well, that wasn't far away from Cook. Downing. Much just waits for it to come to him, and that's a tremendous one-handed save. Oh, and it's there. Nogan. Rose almost unchallenged. Header away. It's a good low shot. Free kick. First time, that's a good first time effort from Bull as well, and it's there. Downing puts Wolves back in the lead. The first time effort just pushed away, fell to Keith Downing. Rankin racing into space now. It's a good ball in. It hasn't gone out of play yet. Rankin time to get the cross in. And the header by Much. Oh, celebrate he might. 3-1 to Wolves. It was a good cross in. Downing tapping it forward. Bull did well. Header falls to Keith Downing. Rankin now for Wolves. Chip through for Much. Downing chipping it forward again. Blades leaves it. Bull makes it 4-1 to Wolves. Unselfish by Paul Blades there. He saw Steve Bull coming in. He was in a better position. And Wolves surely through to the fourth round now. It's a good ball through for Much to chase. Did well to get the cross in. Cook battling for it. Well, Furlong through. This could be dangerous, and that's a good finish. Well, the Wolves defence caught a bit square. Paul Furlong through. Puts Watford ahead. Flicked on. Oh, and just inches wide. Volleyed overhead. Oh, Furlong, he's got pace. Matfield can't catch him. Oh, once the ball had been knocked on and Furlong set off with Matfield snapping at his heels and put Watford 2-0 ahead. Oh, it's miskicked. Oh, and he's recovered. Oh, and that's in. Mountfield, the scorer. Good header from the corner. Could be trouble again here, Nogan. 3-1. Oh, it was a good ball through, and Lee Nogan, always favourite to get to it ahead of Blades. Good finish.
Gale. Back he goes to the fullback. Madden stretching and reaching it. And that was a bad tackle by Tate.
And here it comes now, a little bit high, that, a little bit vicious.
Paul Tate himself, a man glad to see the back of 1992, I've no doubt.
I just hope the game doesn't turn into now a battle.
Here's Gale. Did well there, Gale, and Tate!
Gale gets control, puts his foot on it, turns it inside, and there he is. Tate attacks in the near post, half on the turn, and strikes the ball into the net. Here it comes again. It's a good strike.
Cook's corner, won by Tate. It's straight back to the taker again. Tries the shot, it's a great effort! Oh, what a wonderful effort that was! And the Predators lying in wait behind them. Plenty of problems here for Birmingham, but Madden couldn't reach it. Cook turns it back in, and mouthfeel, and Dennison curls it in. Here's Downing for Wolves, finding Burke. 7 minutes to go. Wolves still one down. Burke with the right foot shot.
Take it on his right foot. He looks up here, takes it on his right foot, dummies and strikes, and right in at the near post. There it goes in the old onion bag, and we've got a game on our hands.
Did well, Dennison, and then whips it across goal, and it's there.
What a great little move. Dennison here, he gets another Megs on Clarkson. He looks up, he can either pull it back to Bully or chip it over the far post for Much. He comes in, attacks the ball.
Looks long for ball, and again. Oh, it looked suspiciously like it might have been handball outside the area. Kelly just getting enough purchase on it, finds Brown. That's a good return pass, and Besson stranded. Bolton take the lead. Well, Besson stretched out an arm, but Scott Green found the back of the net behind him, and Bolton take the lead. The wind, it may not be too apparent on your picture there now. Burke in with a run. Only Brannigan to beat, and a great save by Brannigan to put the ball out of play as Lee was trying to skip past him. Green, the goal scorer. That could form for McGinley, and it's there! Well, it took a deflection, went up, and McGinley was unmarked and looped his header over the top of Dave Besant.
Long ball from the back, finds Bull, brought it down well, made space for the shot. Downing scrambling for it, surely impeded. Wave play on the referee. Cook curls it in. Oh, and the header just... Mountfield sprays the ball out wide to Steve Bull. Plays the 1-2 with Burke. Gets the cross back in. Much is there. 1-0 to Wolves. Well, the simplest of top ends for Andy Much, but it was good work by Mark Burke and Steve Bull to create the opportunity. Burke. Bull. Good turn. Well, a misunderstanding. Oh, and a saving tackle there. Bull now through. Pulls it back, Burke. It's a good ball outside. Somebody wanting it backward. Cross in towards the back post. Bowden's there. 1-0 to Swindon. Paul Bowden, the Welsh international, ghosting in on the back post, puts Swindon in the lead.
Wolves get the throw. Benstead has to come. Oh, and it hits Ron Groves. Keith Millen, who's the first to be booked. No, it's Graham Benstead. Dennison fires it straight over. Blades, now Wolves create something down that right-hand side. Burke a little late setting off on the run, but gets it inside from Bull and fires it. Cook. Bull. Downing. Chips it into the back post. Much is there, and the ball deposited in the back of the net. Much celebrates, but Downing should take plenty of the credit, and he does, from Paul Blades. Well, I see Mark Rankin down there having a few words with Shane Westley. Manuel finding Gale. Well, gets a second chance, and that's a penalty, says the referee. Be trying to keep the ball out themselves. Allen. Straight in, 1-1. it could fall for Gale again. Allen could be in. But it takes a deflection. Oh, remarkably, Joe Allen puts Brentford 2-1 in the lead. The long clearance upfield. Good layoff by Adcock. Could be problems here for Wolves. Oh, and it's fallen to Halsall. 1-0. Peterborough take the lead. Nick Halsall, the former Walsall player, the scorer. Good cross into the box, wasn't cleared, and Halsall there to pick up the pieces. Cook. Oh, difficult. Blades. Much. Ball outside by Steele for Blades. Good pullback, and that's a great finish. Mark Burke levels things. Good work by Paul Blades, and a good pullback. Steele. Again, another good overlap by Paul Blades. Good header from Derek Mountfield, flicked on. Now problems again for the Wolves back four, and that's a great effort. Oh, what a superb goal there by Adcock. Fantastic finishing by Tony Adcock. Just looked up and tried his effort first time. Blades chipping it in there. Suspicion of handball by Dennison. The referee waves play on. Edwards back in there, the keeper collects. Steele, good cross. Dennison miskicks. Cook whips in the free kick. Falls for Roberts. Oh, and it's just collected bravely. In fact, still clear. Corner taken short. Dennison. Cook whips it in. Oh, and it's gone in. Well, I don't know who that came off. I think it might have been an own goal by Philliskirk. It's one for Much to chase. Still in. Looking up for support. Edwards pointing to where it is. Cook just curling it in. Burke all against the crossbar. An audacious effort. Mountfield bursting into the box. Lays it up for Dennison. Stolen by Cook. Back to Burke. Burke looking for the run of Blades, perhaps. No, he's picked out Roberts with a superb pass. Roberts in the area. Oh, great football. And what a finish. What a superb goal. Surely giving Wolves the 3 points, and what a way to take them. What a fantastic finish. Cusack in the box. Beauchamp pulls it back. Oh, and well, it could fall for Ford. Will he follow it up? And a great double save by Paul Jones. Magilton, former Liverpool trainee, and that's a good flick in, and there, yes, appeals for the offside, but the flick took the ball over the top of Paul Jones, and in on the back post was Joey Beauchamp. Now what can Cook do with this corner? Dennison finds space and almost passed it into the net. Much. And the pass just a little too short. Appeals for the penalty. Turned down by the referee. Now bringing Blades into it. That's a good ball for Bull to chase. And the keeper's come out. Will it drop in? No, it drops just on the netting. Cook spots the run of Bull. He's in again, surely. Oh, 1 inches wide. Snow has started to fall.
Position, Derek!
I doubt it'll make too much of a difference this afternoon, but what it has signalled is, rather fortunate for Wolves, the fact that the wind, that was such an important factor in the first half, has now dropped. Bull. Much will chase it in, but Bull puts it in the back of the net. The referee runs away from the protests. And Steve Bull has put Wolves in the lead after 4.5 minutes here at Molineux. Edwards with the shot. Jones is there, Answer picks up the pieces. Well, Wolves asked the question, and Southend provide the answer. That's Andy Answer.
It's Dennison. He's done well to get round Brown, and he's got round Keane too. It's a chance for Rankin to turn. It's a good looking cross. Bull! It's there! And a fabulous goal for Wolves. And it was the brilliance of Robbie Dennison linking with Mark Rankin, who pulled that ball across. And there's Steve Bull, hammering in his 13th goal of the season. Here's Robson. Up goes Morley. It's there! West Ham are back in it straight away. Trevor Morley with goal number 19, and it's Mark Robson's brilliant cross. And how about that for 2 goals in a minute? That's livened the game up no end. Trevor Morley. They're breaking in numbers now. Bishop screaming for it. This one's through for Keane. He's taken it past his man, and he's getting a penalty. Yeah. 65 minutes. Julian Dix. It's there. We've got something planned here, and it's Dix. What a save by Mike Stoll. Bishop will look for Small, but it might even come to Morley. On the far post, could it be? It's there! A fantastic finish. A lovely goal. Beautiful control. The ball came down, he did everything right, brought it under control, and fired it in to Mike Stoll's left-hand corner.
Paul Cook, quite happy to try an effort from here. And it flies against the crossbar. Oh, would you credit it? Cook whips it in towards the front post and headed away. Cherry will come, and misunderstanding with Palmer. Ball's there, and he puts it in the net. Cherry came to collect that. Palmer didn't hear his call, or there wasn't a call. And between the two of them, they conspired to drop the ball at the feet of Steve Bull. Much calling for it on the far side. Bull wants it in the middle. Oh, and it chips over the top, and it's gone in. Well, I think it may well have come there off Michael Johnson. Draper surely fouling Cook there, but the referee allowing play to continue. Inside for Burke now. Only was, well, the referee allowing him to play on. And it's still not got the cross in. He still has possession. That's a great cross though, a ball there! That's it! 3-0 to Wolves. Steve Bull gets his second. Well, if the one in the middle was not an own goal, it's a Bull hat-trick.
Referee says play on. Reese is challenging strongly, and then there's that ball played forward. And Much has caught. Steve Yates really wanted a yard there. Much gets the ball in. Chance, goal! Well, really, that was a really bad piece of defending by Rovers there. Brownie gets a nice flick on. Mayu is in there. It's a goal. Rovers have done it. And at last, Rovers get the break, and the relief is incredible.
Well, it's a late challenge, but Butler allowed to continue. One-on-one, and he's put it away. Steve Butler breaks away from the middle of the park. Wolves having had the whole of the game, really. Oh, I don't think Mick Stiles actually touched the ball more than once in the second half. Now, ball. Yeah! Oh, it's there now! Well, it had to come, really, didn't it? The amount of pressure that Wolves have been applying. Cook with a drag back. Under pressure from Clayton, and now Ledbetter to race forward. Not allowed to go all the way, and he slots it home. Oh, Chris Ledbetter, the man who put Wolves out of the FA Cup
here at Molineux 2 years ago.
Nelson's on the line, Webster's just in front. There it is, that's Webster's up. Oh, it's dead off the line. Rankin. He's got Mountfield with him, he tries to turn. Mountfield's won, the referee said play on. In for the cross, flicking on, it's open man. He just left there. Robbie Dennison just left at the back to come in, nobody there.
Eric Mountfield in an advanced position. Oh, it could fall for much. Dennison, and it's there! Wolves take the lead. Much did so well on the edge of the box and fed it through. Dennison onside. Tony Norman coming out. Sansom and Gray getting into trouble. Cook back for Roberts. Oh, and Norman. And it's there on the head of Butcher, and Harford's the man who puts it into the back of the net. Sunderland manager Terry Butcher on the end of it to head it back. And Mick Harford with the simplest of tasks to just put it into the back of the net. Helped on by Birch. Oh, that's a mistake by Butcher, could let him much. Oh, fires it across, and it's gone in off Sampson. Couldn't get out of the way. The mistake by Butcher there as he tried to head it back. Much capitalising on it, took control, looked up, fired the shot across.
Good shoulder from Rankin. The overlap's available to him, but in comes across now. Ball deflected. He's cut inside. Long range, not far away. Dave Gilbert straight into the wall. Futcher, long range. Now then, let's have a look. Mendonca. Surely Jim Dobbin. Yes! 1-0.
The ball floated into the edge of the area. Oh, and headed back to his keeper. Blades. Venus. Flick on. Oh, and had to go behind for the corner. Paid off. And it could fall for Gray. It has! Oh, that's a great finish. Well, it was rather fortunate the way it fell to him, but it was a good finish in the end by Gray. Curled in against the crossbar. Oh, well cleared bravely under pressure. Simkin picks it up and sets off on a run. Oh, that's a great effort! Off the line, ball. It's a good long ball. A flick on. No foul. And 1-1. Steve Ball levels it for Wolves. There was no foul there, and Wolves are back on level terms. Blades with the free kick. Much and Rankin underneath it, but Scott, the man who wins it now. Thompson. Cole. Now, has he got the pace to beat Blades? He has. Has he got the finish to beat Stowell? No, he hasn't. Onside, Mark Rankin. Done well. Much is there, and Wolves take the lead. Oh, Mark Rankin did tremendously well down that far side. A superb run, whipped across along the goal line. Much bringing it down. That's a good ball inside. Thompson with the shot. Mountfield finds Thompson. Chipped over the keeper. Good header back in. Much getting it away. Only as far as the edge of the area. Could fall for Bent. Oh, and he's tricked his way around the defence and scores for City. That's 1-0 to Bristol City. Junior Bent did well under pressure. Brannan. Oh, and a great save by Starr. It's a good flick on. and it's there, headed in at the back post by Dave Higgins. Flick on at the front post. Simkin whipping it in. Nixon collecting under pressure from Andy Much. Morrissey looking long towards Malkin. Madden wins the header. Fired in by Proctor, and it's gone straight through. Mark Proctor, a superb strike from the edge of the box through a crowd of players and past Mick Stowell. It's a good ball for Much to chase. And a good effort, just pushed around by Alan Knight. Walsh looking for space on the edge of the area, finds Daniel. Great finish! Well, Walsh just held off the challenge of Mark Venus to find Daniel, and what a great finish that was. Daniel floating it in. Walsh with a header against the bar and in. Well, possibly the smallest man on the pitch. And well, Mike Stowell may look aggrieved. A good header though, and Portsmouth lead 2-0.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Molyneux. Exactly 3 years ago to the day, we signed a major sponsorship agreement with one of the world's leading multinational companies. I'm delighted, therefore, to be able to announce to you today that Goodyear Great Britain will be sponsoring Wolverhampton Wanderers for a further 3 years.
On behalf of Goodyear Great Britain, may I say how delighted we are to be renewing our sponsorship with such a great national club, and we look forward to building upon the success of the past 3 years. You may recall when we signed our original contract in 1990, our key aim was to raise the profile of Goodyear within the local community and collectively add value to the town of Wolverhampton. I firmly believe that both our respective organizations have very successfully succeeded in what we both set out to do.
I was very worried when I was driving up here from Sussex because I had to borrow my oldest son's car, Range Rover, and as I was driving on the motorway, I thought, well, I know I've got Goodyear Wranglers on my diesel Range Rover, but whether they were on this petrol one, I didn't know. And I thought I might have to hide it way up in Walsall or somewhere and walk here. But I was delighted to see that there were Goodyear Wranglers all on every wheel. Anyway, sir, thank you very much. It's lovely to be with you again for another 3 years.
So, Jack, thank you very much.
Jack, we have this for you, which has been inscribed there. I don't know whether you've read it yet.
No, I haven't.
But you can gin up on the great old days.
Thank you very, very much.
And we don't ask you to actually stand on the South Bank. I might do. I think I shall do for nostalgic reasons this afternoon for some of the match. But perhaps you and I could just stand there and just before the match.
Thank you.
Well, the team may not have won any trophies this season, Bill, but you've won an award, I gather, for the best ground in the country. Is that right?
That's right. Yes. We've achieved the Midland Award, and then we won the First Division Award, and then we went to London and won the National Award.
Now, it's obviously a great honour for you, but you've been in the game for a long time. Is this your first award?
Well, it's the first national award, yes.
Now, finally, Bill, you tend the verdant sward here at Molyneux every day of your working life.
Yes.
But I gather you haven't got a garden at home?
No, I haven't. No, but like I've got a very good friend, and he's got a very good garden.
Thanks, Bill. Ready to start, and an exciting afternoon for that young man there with his back to the camera. Touches the ball to Andy Much, Sean Bradbury, and in beautiful sunshine here for the last league match of the season at Molyneux.
Gets us underway, and that's a good overlap by Edwards. And Bradbury only inches away from getting on the end of it. From Allen straight to Robbie Dennison. Now Burke. Bradbury tries it himself, and what a stupendous goal while he runs to celebrate in front of that South Bank. And you can see Sir Jack Hayward waving his programme there, and well he might. What an afternoon for the youngster. A pat on the back from Andy Much, and a superb strike. Cook's in there quickly though. Much through for Bradbury, and he gets a second. Oh, what an afternoon for the youngster. 28 minutes gone here at Molineux, and Sean Bradbury's already got two. Andy Much slotted it through for him, but it was Paul Cook who nicked the ball. And Simkin now goes past the challenge of Dawes. Across into the front post. Oh, a bit of a misunderstanding between Cooper and Barber, and it's there from Burke. Well, you have to put that goal down to the persistence of Simkin. He carried on. There was a misunderstanding between Cooper and Barber. Venus slipped. Morley fouled there by Venus in the process. Venus unhappy about it. Play allowed to continue. Quickly taken, and that's a good goal. Martin Allen, the man to get on the end of the cross. That's a good head down. The ball floated in, Gabbiadini with a chance, and that's a great finish by Marco Gabbiadini. The ball came in, it fell to him, took it on his chest, and a great finish. Gabbiadini, the audacious attempt at the flick back. Could be problems here though. Hayward with a header, 2-0. Well, Hayward celebrates in front of his fans, and really Wolves should have got it away before that, but he got the header in on the front post.
Almost a record-breaking start to the season, Graham.
Yeah, well, I thought we had a very solid start to the season. I don't think we played terribly well, but the results kept coming for us. And whilst we would have liked a few more victories in that period, we were quite happy with the run of, 13 games without defeat. Unfortunately, our problem started at Millwall. I feel when you look over the season as a whole, our major problems started probably with the FA Cup defeat against Bolton. A game which I thought we played quite well in and didn't get the right result. I've got to say, in fairness to the players, the injury problems didn't help. The inability to be able to pick the same side week in, week out was a problem. We lost a number of key players during the course of the season, and I believe one of the key factors was the loss of Mick Stowell. You know, when you look through his early season record, the number of points that we picked up with him in the side was quite impressive.
It's been like playing in a brand new stadium this season, and work's continuing around us now.
Well, you listen to it, I think it's been another disruptive factor. It's not an excuse. People who have been in the dressing room are amazed at the conditions that the players have had to endure during the season. If it's rained, you know, it's been not quite, but almost literally, that the shoes have been floating away. There's been that much water coming through the roof and the mould on the ceiling and the walls, and it's all not made for a professional approach to things. With the opening of the Billy Wright stand and the new dressing rooms and everything that goes with it, I'm sure that we can have a far more professional approach to things than has been in the past. I think it's an exciting time at the club, despite the fact that we've perhaps flattened out over the last 3 seasons. The amount of money has been made available for the ground development, the environment that we'll be working in next season, and the fact that maybe some of the money that has gone into the stadium, when that's completed, money then will be made available for the players. I think that if that's the case, then, you know, I'm quite excited by the whole thing. And I hope that some of the signings during the course of the summer, if the work off the field does come to fruition, I'm sure that some of them will excite the supporters as well.
Well, we wish you all the best, Graham. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
So Jack?
Yes.
I know you can't always put an exact figure on this. How much money might be available for players in the summer in your quest to get Goodyear and Wolves into the Premier League?
Well, I've never really considered it, but David Instone keeps on trotting out 3 million, so I suppose he's always been right. And that's pounds, not dollars. I wish it was dollars, because, no, David's never been wrong yet. Have you?
George. 3 million is not far away then.
I think so, yes.
Now, from your point of view, obviously it's been a disappointment that Wolves haven't got into the Premier League this season, but how confident are you that they can make it next season?
Well, you're never confident. I mean, whatever you spend and whatever you do, you can always make errors, and I suppose we haven't had all the luck this year. We've had a lot of injuries, but let's hope our luck changes next year and we get the right combination. And certainly we've got the ground is absolutely super. I mean, the stadium is looking super. The pitch, thanks to Bill Pilbeam, is absolutely great. I think it's the finest in the country. So we're getting it all together. We're just going to get the team together now.
Trying to put together a squad that can play 46 games and come out top of 24 clubs is much more difficult than building 4 stands of a football ground. But we're looking at players who are going to compete for 35 out of those 46 games instead of perhaps the 10 or 15 where we've looked the part. But it takes a different type of professional to give you 46 games of the highest quality, and it's those sort of characters that we were looking at in the summer.
Now, what would you say to fans who are going to ask you what's going to happen next season? What would you confidently predict to them?
Well, I think the summer is going to be so exciting that everybody's going to be clamouring for a season ticket, and I feel that the work we do during the summer will give us the greatest platform to get Premier League football that we've had for the last 12-13 years here at Molineux.